dealing with cyberbullying. Okay, dealing with cyberbullying. It's a big. We have a little handout for parents talking about it. That's huge right now, and and then obviously all this content and material is going to go all out through social media. Changing your environment. Okay, we talk about that a lot. That a lot of children that are being bullied. It's time to find new friends, and becoming a martial artist would probably help these children out tremendously. And then the last thing we go over is more of like a workout, which would depend on what style you teach. We do a confidence building, a class about 20 minutes, it's about 15 to 20 minutes of just like actually hitting targets and developing confidence and calling up demonstrators. And those that know me, that I talk all the time, because everyone thinks they have this marketing secret, that marketing secret. I tell everybody that, and to teach, make sure we write this one down in that note box. The biggest key to anything, if you running a successful school, has nothing to do with anything except teaching the best classes in your area. If you teach the best classes in your area, and they're just they're getting something out of it, you will get students no matter what. Okay, it's the people that don't have the passion on the mat and aren't teaching great classes. So if you do that confidence building section, and you're developing your style and putting your flavor into it, you're going to do really well with that. And then we finish with a Q&A for students and parents, and then we have a 15-minute break, and then the police are there, and the DARE officers, and from there we go into just basically a lot of people talking, asking for information. We have all our entire staffs here as well, and we go out. Okay, Pass for the Karate Kid movie. That's, like I said, that's internally. We give it to all of our students and have sign-up sheets, okay, in our school. They can bring a friend to the movie. It will cost you approximately $3 to $5 per seat, renting out the entire movie theater for a private screening. It usually will be done after the Karate Kids come out, like that, maybe 2 days afterwards, like on that Sunday. It could also be emailed to people that hear about it. And obviously, if you see some of the things we're doing for ChampionsWay, you could also take that invitation and then you could send it to people and ask them to tag people if they'd be interested in attending. Anyone who's interested in attending, tag them, and then what we can do is, after they're tagged, we can send them a private message. Parents will also give this out, and I've talked about the social media, how to use that. This is a sample of our pass, and basically from here, you put your information, when the date is, when when it's going to be. This is one of our strategies we're getting ready to implement right now. We're almost there. Guest speakers, like we said, that's going to be a child, and they talk to the parents of the kids who are being bullied. If they want to be involved in the cause, get them on video to tell their story. Have them help out and talk about their experience. You don't have to even use a child. It could be someone that was picked on earlier that's maybe more successful. You have to reach out to the community, work with as many people as you can to get them involved with this. All right. Make sure to have parents sign consent forms if you're going to put them online. Okay, make sure you're doing that as well. This could be a huge response online, so be ready. If you're doing this correctly, we're getting calls all the time, every day, about our bully prevention seminar, and this is our first one, and it's going to be bigger next month. And then once the Karate Kid comes out, it's going to be even bigger. Our June one will be the biggest one, end of the school year. You know what I mean? And then we go right into our campaigns for September. I'm not even going to tell you about that yet. Okay, but that's going to be even huger. Okay, and that's it. But lose control. That's the biggest thing you need to remember, is losing control. External marketing. What you're trying to do is you're trying to develop advocates. Okay, advocates are within the school system, within community groups, and the biggest one that is more powerful than both of them, believe it or not, is social media influencers. Okay, I mean, when you think about the reach of a social media influencer, this person could have a reach of 20,000 people, 30,000 people. A teacher in a school system, maybe 800, and a community group 20 or 30. Think about it. Okay, so that's the biggest thing, and it's not something I can give you right now. It's showing you how to do the target to the social media influencers. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of education on social media. So external, we have the movie theater, and we have hitting the streets. Okay, we've talked about the movie theater. It needs to be done on a case-by-case basis. Setting up the cross-promotion with them is huge if you could do that. And if it doesn't work out with the movie theater, so what? Okay, it doesn't matter. People want to give up. Some schools, I can't get in, this is over. No, it's not. That's only one avenue. Okay, we still hit the streets. Okay, and go to the community groups and the school systems, like we've been talking about. Now, the school system, we have a letter for the students to give their teachers. We've contacted every PTA of every school system. We've contacted all the guidance counselors to go to the school and set up the appointments with them. Book seminars for schools. Talk to parents that are teachers in your school. Gym teachers are really easy to get to work with as well. Record everything you do for the blog and social media. Like everywhere you go into the school, make sure you record it. This is our handout for the students to teachers. So you give this to your students, and they take it to their teachers at school about asking you to come in and do a bully prevention seminar for that particular class, or it could also be forwarded to a principal or someone of higher authority that could help you get into somewhere else. We've also included scripts for guidance counselors or groups. Okay, if you're cold calling, or even if you're going to visit a group in person, this is kind of what you want to say, and this is how you want to handle it. Same thing with the movie theater. It can be used as the same way. A lot of times people are going to the movie theater. If you're in there already, that's great, but if you're not, you're going in there and you don't even know what you're doing. You're trying to set up a cross promotion. All right, well, when someone sets, no one even gets to me in my school. They're trying to set up a cross promotion. All right, that just won't happen because I don't have the time to talk to someone about that. They have to go through. There's like a process. Well, it's the same thing in a movie theater. Okay, but if you go in with a different approach, if someone came in here and they said, "Listen, we're doing some kind of fundraiser for children that are sick or so whatever," I'm right there. I'll come right out and talk to them right there. Anything for the community, you must be involved with. So if this right here, section B, is going to explain to you what you should be saying, what kind of ammunition you need, and what you should be explaining to them as well. Okay, the school system, we have a couple tables, okay, in here that will explain to you how, like what your instructors and your staff should be tracking. Because the worst thing is when you're not organized. We organize our whole campaign in Perfect Mind, and then our instructors, basically, this is like the hard copy. The school system groups they talk to are here. The contact people are here. The phone number, email address, if social media contact has been made with that person. Because we need to make social media contact with that person. They can see, what we're doing out there, what we're trying to provide with. And then the status, whether or not we actually have set up a successful campaign with them. Community groups, Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, women's groups, churches, Rotary, Chamber of Commerce, social services. These are all different groups. There's hundreds of different groups you can go over as well. Okay? Contact all of them, offer your services for free, and record everything for the project. Again, all right, we've done Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, churches. We've done them all already. Okay, so again, and you should have a similar format like this, okay, for your staff. If not, it's going to be unorganized, and that way you have this data. Remember, guys, if you're working with ChampionsWay, we're showing our clients how to develop a humongous social media network. Okay. A social network of 20 to 30,000 people that are part of what we're trying to do out there in the community. When you have something like that, that's when you're going to be able to reach out and get to more people. So if you're just getting started with this, it's okay. This is the time to start because this is the future, which I'll be showing you shortly. The Karate Kid cross promotion. This is the kind of stuff that we're doing. We sponsored the film festival at Regal, okay, and we actually are handing out. We have a banner that goes in the middle of the school. I'm sorry, the middle of the movie theater. It's 4x10, and we're actually doing a demo the night the Karate Kid comes out. That night out right in the parking lot. We have so many different things we're doing. And this is, if you have any questions, please, you can send an email to sensei.nick@championsway.com. So the cross promotion, every person that sees the Karate Kid gets a bully prevention ticket. We set this up at United Artists. 11,000 people the first weekend. Ask them about their summer sponsorship program. United Artists has this. Don't give up just because they are corporate. Okay, and I like to always use this one as well, is that brains versus budget. Okay, brains versus budget. What I'm showing you is through social media, okay, you are on the same playing field as big corporations. Because if you have the right cause, then you could actually get out and to as many people as you can. So it's not about the budget. I mean, I'm just doing something extra here, but the reason why I was able to do that was because my social media leverage that we developed. Showing this manager of all the things that we're doing. And that's what you need to do. Also, make sure you add them as a sponsor on your blog and also your networks to help them sell tickets, to make it as big as possible. Come check out Champions and get a free ticket for the Karate Kid. I'll give out free tickets. I'll give out free tickets for information. Would you? Would you think about that? Okay. All you got to do is basically just get a free ticket. All right, for anyone that comes in and gives you a phone number. I'll give $8 for a lead anytime, especially someone that's going to watch the Karate Kid. All right, so that's going to be like our next phase. We have another webinar coming out. I believe it's the second week of May 7th. Okay, where we'll be going over some other new strategies we're actually using right now, and these are all updates of everything we're working on. Hitting the streets, you must hit the streets personally. Go prepared with the outline.